Have you ever felt like certain people in your life are draining your energy and disrupting your peace, especially as you grow older? Imagine spending your golden years surrounded only by those who uplift and inspire you, allowing you to live with grace, dignity, and fulfillment. In today's video, we'll reveal the 5 types of people you might need to silently cut off to protect your well-being and embrace a more serene, joyful life. By watching until the end, you'll gain invaluable insights into identifying these energy-draining individuals and learn practical strategies to gracefully distance yourself from them. You'll discover how to prioritize your health, joy, and purpose, ensuring that every moment you have left is spent on what truly matters. Whether you're seeking to enhance your relationships, reclaim your peace, or simply live more intentionally, this video is your guide to creating a life filled with harmony and meaningful connections. Don't miss out on these essential tips that can transform your everyday experience and help you build a supportive, loving environment around you. Stay tuned to learn how to make wise decisions that honor your past, celebrate your present, and secure your future with the people who truly deserve a place in your heart. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading these valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now let's begin. 1. The constantly negative. As we age, our outlook on life often evolves into something richer and more profound. The years have gifted us wisdom forged through trials and triumphs, moments of loss and laughter, and the gentle yet striking realization that life's true beauty often lies in its simplicity. We've come to cherish the stillness of a quiet sunrise, the warmth of a kind gesture, and the unspoken comfort of knowing we've weathered life's storms. Yet, even amidst this clarity, some people remain trapped in perpetual darkness, the constantly negative. These individuals cling to shadows, magnifying faults in the world and unknowingly pulling others into the same murky abyss of despair. Negativity isn't just a fleeting mood or a harmless quirk, it's an insidious energy that spreads like a toxin, seeping into the hearts and minds of those around it. A negative person doesn't merely complain, they alter the very atmosphere of every space they enter. Their words and actions drain joy, extinguish hope, and replace the possibility of light with a certainty of gloom. Over time, being in their presence feels like trying to keep your balance in a storm, their persistent waves of cynicism battering your resilience. You might not even realize it at first, but their constant barrage of what's wrong has a way of dulling your ability to see what's right. And for a heart that's worked so hard to find peace, that weight can be unbearable. Why do we allow them to linger? Maybe we confuse their negativity with honesty or mistake their pessimism for wisdom. They often cloak their words with phrases like, "I'm just being realistic," or "I'm only saying what no one else will." But let's be clear, realism acknowledges the storms while still believing the sun will rise again. Pessimism, on the other hand, locks the door, throws away the key, and insists the night will last forever. It's not wisdom, it's surrender. Now, in this stage of life, ask yourself, do I have the time or the emotional space for this energy? You fought too hard to find your footing, too long to nurture your peace, and too deeply to savor life's goodness. Every moment you give to someone who refuses to see the beauty of life is a moment stolen from your joy, your light. You deserve relationships that nourish your soul, not those that drain it. Letting go of negative people doesn't mean anger or cruelty. The most transformative separations are often the quietest. Gently step back, allow the connection to fade naturally, while redirecting your heart toward people who inspire hope and joy, who remind you of the abundance life still has to offer. Choose companions who see challenges as lessons, not punishments, and who can find beauty even amidst life's imperfections. By stepping away from the constantly negative, you reclaim the energy they once took from you. You give yourself the freedom to embrace the beauty of the life you've built, a life that still holds so much possibility, even now. And in your gentle departure, you might even plant a seed within them, a chance for self-reflection, a whisper that perhaps they too can step out of the shadows they've chosen. This is your life, and it's far too precious to fill with unnecessary burdens. Surround yourself with warmth, with laughter, with people who see the world's struggles but choose hope anyway. You've earned the right to joy, the right to peace. So choose carefully. Choose those who lift you higher. Choose the light. Always. 2. The exploiters of kindness. Kindness is one of life's most profound and sacred gifts. It's a reflection of your soul, a testament to your compassion, and an enduring symbol of the love you hold for humanity. Over the years, you've likely offered your kindness freely and unconditionally, be it to family, friends, or even strangers. You've given your time, your energy, your very essence, all without asking for anything in return. This generosity, this boundless selflessness, is the most beautiful legacy anyone can leave behind. But life, as bittersweet as it is, often reveals an unsettling truth. Not everyone cherishes kindness. Some see it not as a gift, but as an opportunity, a resource to exploit for their benefit. The exploiters of kindness don't announce themselves with fanfare. They enter your life quietly, often disguised as people in need. At first, their pleas touch your heart, and your instinct to help kicks in. You offer advice, lend your hand, or provide emotional support, believing you're doing what's right, and you are. But slowly, over time, a painful realization begins to emerge. They ask, but they never give. They take, but they rarely thank, and when you're the one who needs support, a kind word, a listening ear, they vanish, leaving only silence and excuses in their wake. This betrayal cuts deeper than you might admit. It's not just the imbalance that stings, it's the hollow ache of feeling unseen, undervalued, and even used. How can someone witness your generosity, your willingness to give without measure, and not feel compelled to offer something in return, even the smallest token of gratitude? You wonder if they ever saw you for who you truly are, or if they only ever saw what you could provide. And yet, despite the hurt, you hesitate to pull away. Kindness is woven into the very fabric of your being, and withholding it feels unnatural, even wrong. But here's a truth that's difficult to face but liberating once understood: kindness without boundaries is not kindness. It is a slow erosion of self-worth. Endless giving to those who take without reciprocation doesn't make you noble, it makes you vulnerable to depletion. At this stage of your life, your energy, your time, your peace, they are treasures far more valuable than you may realize. You've spent years, perhaps decades, pouring yourself into others. Now, it's time to ensure that the relationships in your life pour back into you. Letting go of those who exploit your kindness is not an act of cruelty, it's an act of love, for yourself. It's a declaration that your kindness is too precious to be squandered on those who don't respect it. This doesn't mean you stop caring or that your heart becomes hardened. You can still wish them well and still hope for their growth, but from a place of distance. It's about prioritizing reciprocal relationships where kindness flows in both directions, creating a connection that uplifts and nourishes both souls involved. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. When you take that brave step to reclaim your kindness and shield it from exploitation, you begin to rediscover its true value. You feel lighter, freer, and more in tune with your worth. Your kindness, after all, is not an endless well for others to draw from without consequence. It is a radiant treasure that deserves to be shared only with those who recognize its beauty and reciprocate it with gratitude and respect. Protect your kindness fiercely, share it wisely, and most importantly, remember this: you deserve relationships that not only appreciate your generosity but enrich your spirit in return. Walking away from those who exploit you is not just an act of wisdom, it's a profound affirmation of self-love. In the end, the space you create by letting go will make room for people who truly honor the incredible gift of your kind heart. Energy vampires rarely announce themselves with obvious red flags. They may seem charming, friendly, or even empathetic at first, but over time, you begin to notice a consistent drain on your emotional well-being. Their conversations tend to revolve around their own struggles, needs, or desires, leaving little space for your thoughts and feelings. They may rely heavily on your support, whether it's emotional, mental, or even physical, without offering much in return. Over time, being in their company feels exhausting. They consume your positive energy, leaving behind a sense of fatigue and disillusionment. Their neediness can overshadow your own desires and dreams, making it difficult to focus on what truly matters to you. And though it may be challenging to recognize it immediately, the toll on your mental and emotional health becomes increasingly apparent. At this stage of life, protecting their energy becomes essential. You've worked hard to build a life that nourishes your soul and brings you joy, and allowing energy vampires to dominate your space is a step toward imbalance. Letting go of these individuals isn't a reflection of your inability to care, but a conscious choice to safeguard your vitality. You deserve relationships where energy is exchanged freely and mutual support is a natural flow. Recognizing and distancing yourself from energy vampires is a way of reclaiming your own power. It's a reminder that your well-being is a priority and that your emotional reserves are sacred. Protecting your energy isn't about being selfish, but rather about ensuring that you can continue to show up for the people and causes you truly care about, without depletion. As you step away from energy-draining relationships, you open space for connections that uplift and inspire you. Relationships that bring joy, motivation, and encouragement are the ones worth cultivating. By setting boundaries and choosing wisely, you create a foundation for a life filled with meaningful interactions, peace, and fulfillment. 5. The chronically self-centered. Self-centered individuals are not necessarily bad people. They may have good intentions or even moments of empathy, but their focus tends to be primarily on themselves. Over time, this self-centeredness can become overwhelming, especially when you've reached a stage in life where you value deeper connections and mutual understanding. These individuals often fail to recognize your needs, your experiences, and your emotions. Their conversations are usually dominated by their own stories, accomplishments, and desires, leaving little room for reciprocity. They may listen, but their responses are typically shallow or self-referential, failing to acknowledge your feelings or contributions. Being around chronically self-centered people can leave you feeling unseen, unheard, and undervalued. The emotional toll can be subtle, but it accumulates over time, affecting your self-esteem and your ability to form genuine, supportive relationships. As someone who has likely spent a lifetime caring for others, giving, and nurturing, being in a relationship where your efforts aren't reciprocated can be disheartening. At this point in your life, it's essential to foster connections that nourish your emotional well-being. While self-centered individuals might seek to take more than they give, your energy should be directed toward those who share and reciprocate. Choosing to distance yourself isn't about resentment, but about protecting your emotional space so that you can continue to engage in relationships that bring mutual respect and understanding. You've earned the right to surround yourself with individuals who appreciate your depth, wisdom, and generosity. Letting go of self-centered relationships isn't about closing doors. It's about opening windows to a world where reciprocal connections enhance your journey through life. Embrace relationships that value your presence, honor your contributions, and uplift your spirit. In conclusion, as you reflect on these 5 types of people, those who are constantly negative, exploitative of kindness, disrespectful, energy draining, and chronically self-centered, you are empowered to make intentional choices. Life is too precious to be filled with relationships that deplete you. By gracefully stepping away from these individuals, you create space for deeper, more meaningful connections, allowing their later years to be a time of growth, fulfillment, and peace. Prioritizing your well-being is a powerful act of self-love, and in doing so, you invite a life that resonates with authenticity, joy, and connection. As you navigate through life, it's important to recognize that the quality of your relationships greatly influences your overall happiness and well-being. While it's natural to want to support and uplift others, it's equally essential to ensure that your energy is being respected and valued in return. Sometimes, the hardest part isn't identifying the toxic relationships, but finding the courage to distance yourself from them. It may require setting firm boundaries, having difficult conversations, or even walking away entirely. However, doing so is a necessary step toward creating a life where you can thrive emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. In your journey, you've accumulated wisdom from experiences and relationships that have shaped who you are today. The people you choose to keep around you should align with the values you hold dear: compassion, respect, understanding, and mutual support. It's not about cutting people out entirely, but rather about creating a space where relationships are balanced and fulfilling. Consider this time in your life as a period of reflection, a chance to reevaluate your relationships and decide who truly contributes positively to your emotional well-being. Whether it's family, friends, or acquaintances, ensuring that those in your life uplift and inspire you is key to maintaining balance. Furthermore, acknowledging the need for healthy relationships doesn't mean you'll be alone. On the contrary, it opens doors to authentic connections where love, empathy, and support flow freely. Life is abundant with individuals who value deep connections and who are eager to learn from and grow with you. Ultimately, the journey of protecting your energy and nurturing meaningful relationships is a testament to the respect you have for yourself. It's a way of honoring your past experiences, your lessons learned, and your desire to move forward in a way that brings peace and fulfillment. By thoughtfully choosing your circle, you ensure that your golden years are filled with positive interactions and enriching experiences that align with the life you've worked so hard to build. So, embrace the power of discernment. Trust in your intuition, set boundaries, and prioritize relationships that truly serve your highest good. This is your time to create a legacy of love, wisdom, and connection, one that reflects the best version of yourself. As you continue to evaluate the relationships in your life, remember that it's okay to let go of those who no longer contribute positively. It doesn't mean you failed or that the relationship was worthless, it simply means it has run its course. Life evolves, and so do people. Sometimes, you grow apart, and that's a natural part of the journey. In your later years, focus on cultivating relationships that resonate deeply with who you are now. Seek those who lift you higher, who inspire your growth, and who share your values. These are the relationships that provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment, enriching your life in countless ways. Additionally, creating a life of peace and meaning doesn't require a multitude of relationships, it's about quality over quantity. Surround yourself with a few genuine connections that bring out the best in you, offering mutual support and understanding. Let go of the guilt or hesitation that may arise from distancing yourself from negative influences. Protecting your well-being is an act of self-care, not selfishness. You've earned the right to prioritize your happiness and well-being after years of giving to others. By nurturing relationships that uplift and honor you, you create a space for joy and contentment. In the end, life is too precious to be spent in the company of those who drain your energy and disrespect your worth. Choose instead to build a circle of individuals who inspire you, challenge you in meaningful ways, and remind you of your incredible value. Embrace the quiet power of self-respect and allow your light to shine brightly among those who deserve to walk alongside you in this beautiful journey of life. Every interaction you have contributes to your overall well-being. It's important to be mindful of who you allow into your life and how they impact your emotional and mental state. As you move forward, you'll notice that your time and energy become more precious, and it becomes easier to recognize when something is worth your investment. By setting boundaries and gently releasing relationships that no longer serve you, you create space for deeper, more meaningful connections. These are the relationships that bring you peace, laughter, and a sense of belonging. They nurture your spirit and support your personal growth, allowing you to thrive. It's okay to let go of the need to please everyone or maintain connections simply out of obligation. True peace comes from embracing authenticity and focusing on those who truly appreciate and respect who you are. Life is too short to spend time managing relationships that drain you emotionally and contribute nothing positive. As you cultivate a life filled with harmony and purpose, you'll find that the right people naturally gravitate toward you. You'll be surrounded by those who share your values and understand the importance of reciprocity in a relationship. Together, you'll create a supportive environment where growth and joy flourish. Ultimately, your journey is about self-discovery, peace, and fulfillment. By aligning yourself with people who uplift you, you honor the richness of your experiences and the wisdom you've gained over the years. Choose relationships that reflect your highest values and help you move forward with confidence, knowing you're supported by those who truly value and cherish you. So, step into this next chapter of your life with grace and strength. Embrace the peace that comes from letting go of what no longer serves you, and welcome the abundance of meaningful connections that elevate and inspire you. Your best years are ahead, filled with light, love, and a profound sense of purpose. Energy vampires often don't display obvious warning signs. Instead, they present themselves as friends or family members who appear to need just a bit of help. They may be going through a tough time or facing challenges, and at first, their demands seem manageable, just a little time, advice, or a shoulder to lean on. As a compassionate person, you naturally offer what they ask for because helping others has always been part of who you are. However, this is where the trouble begins. With energy vampires, their needs are endless and perpetual. What starts as small requests quickly becomes a pattern of emotional dependence. Their chaos seeps into your peace, and their worries dominate your thoughts. Their demands consistently outweigh any regard for your well-being. Initially, you may not even notice the gradual shift. You convince yourself that you're being a good friend, a supportive family member, or a kind-hearted person. But over time, the toll becomes undeniable. You begin to feel the weight of their presence, a heaviness that lingers long after they've left. You may dread seeing their name pop up on your screen or feel anxiety at the thought of another draining conversation. It's not just the exhaustion that takes a toll, it's the emotional imbalance. No matter how much you give, it seems never to be enough. Their gratitude is fleeting, and their appreciation feels shallow or non-existent. Instead of uplifting you, their presence feels like a weight dragging you down, stealing the energy you need to live your life fully. What makes it harder is the guilt they whisper in your ear, convincing you that walking away would make you selfish or heartless. You ask yourself, what if they need me? Or what if I'm the only person they can turn to? However, the truth is that energy vampires don't truly seek solutions or growth, they crave attention. They thrive on absorbing negativity, validating endless complaints, and depending on others to serve as a sounding board for their woes. If you let them, they will take as much as you're willing to give without considering the cost to you. This doesn't mean you should stop caring or offering support. Compassion is a beautiful part of being human, but there is a crucial difference between genuinely supporting someone through struggles and becoming an emotional reservoir for someone who refuses to take responsibility for their own life. Healthy relationships are built on balance, mutual respect, and a willingness to both give and receive. Without this balance, what remains is not a true relationship but a transaction, and you are the one paying the highest price. So, how do you protect yourself from these energy vampires? The answer lies in setting boundaries. Boundaries are not about shutting people out or being unkind. They are about honoring your own needs and protecting your well-being. Setting boundaries may mean saying no to a phone call when you're emotionally drained, redirecting a conversation when it turns negative, or even stepping away from a relationship that has become overwhelmingly one-sided. Letting go is not easy, especially when the energy vampire is someone you care about deeply, be it a longtime friend, family member, or partner. The thought of stepping back may fill you with guilt or fear of conflict. But remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot be the caring, supportive person you strive to be if you're constantly running on empty. Protecting their energy is not selfish, it's essential. When you distance yourself from energy vampires, you'll notice a profound shift. Life feels lighter, as though a weight you didn't realize you were carrying has been lifted. Your mind becomes clearer, your emotions more stable, and your capacity for joy increases. You find yourself with more energy to invest in the things and people who truly matter, those who respect your boundaries, cherish your presence, and bring positivity into your life. Most importantly, you rediscover the power of your presence. You walk into each day feeling whole, unburdened, and free to embrace the moments that bring you happiness. Your energy is not just a resource, it's a gift. It fuels your passions, strengthens your connections, and allows you to live with purpose and intention. Protect it fiercely, share it wisely, and never feel guilty for stepping away from those who don't respect its value. In this season of life, peace and balance are not luxuries, they are necessities. By letting go of energy vampires, you create space for a life filled with serenity, fulfillment, and the deep, abiding joy of living authentically on your terms. As you begin to recognize the impact of negative energy from those around you, it becomes crucial to learn how to protect your peace and mental well-being. Mental health is not something to be overlooked or constantly sacrificed to meet the needs of others. It is an essential part of maintaining balance in life, enabling you to continue growing, creating, and enjoying the precious moments. By setting clear boundaries, you not only protect yourself but also show that you value your own worth. Sometimes, this boundary setting involves declining unreasonable requests, limiting time spent on harmful conversations or interactions, and even distancing yourself from relationships that do not respect those boundaries. There will be moments when this is challenging, as human nature craves love and a sense of safety in relationships. However, it is crucial to recognize that your mental health is the foundation for all other aspects of life. Without proper self-care, you cannot show up fully for those around you. Imagine yourself as a tree that needs nourishment to grow strong. If you constantly pour your energy into supporting others without receiving anything in return, you will become drained and unable to thrive long-term. But when you take care of yourself by ensuring you get enough light, water, and fertile soil, you will grow robustly and be able to support others when necessary. This is especially true when dealing with negative energy. Don't let yourself become an endless reservoir for others' emotions, worries, and negativity without any mutual exchange. Balance is key, and it will help you maintain a healthy life both mentally and physically. Moreover, protecting your peace and mental well-being is a crucial part of personal growth. As you learn to set boundaries, you develop a stronger sense of confidence, self-worth, and the ability to handle life's challenges. You will feel empowered to pursue dreams and goals that may have been overshadowed by external influences before. Finally, remember that you deserve to live a fulfilling, joyful, and peaceful life. By protecting your energy, you create space for growth and connection with people and experiences that truly add value and happiness to your life. Mental health is the foundation, and when you build it solidly, everything else naturally falls into place. It's important to acknowledge that setting boundaries and prioritizing your mental well-being is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice. Life presents continuous challenges, and maintaining your inner peace requires consistent effort and self-awareness. When you establish boundaries, you're not only protecting yourself but also sending a message to those around you that your well-being is essential. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect and understanding, where both parties contribute equally. Without this balance, relationships can easily become toxic, leaving you feeling drained and unsupported. In addition to setting boundaries, cultivating mindfulness plays a significant role in protecting your peace. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded, focused, and present, enabling you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. By practicing mindfulness, you develop the capacity to recognize when your energy is being depleted and make conscious decisions to restore balance. Furthermore, self-compassion is another vital component in maintaining mental well-being. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during challenging times. Embrace imperfections and recognize that it's okay to prioritize your needs without guilt. Self-care is a necessary act of self-respect that allows you to nurture your emotional and mental health. As you grow older, you'll find that maintaining this balance becomes increasingly important. The years of wisdom you've accumulated offer valuable insight into recognizing when it's time to let go, when to step back, and when to focus solely on what serves your happiness and growth. In doing so, you not only protect your peace, but also inspire those around you to seek a similar sense of balance in their own lives. Whether through the example of resilience, the courage to set boundaries, or the joy that comes from authentic connections, your journey encourages others to embrace a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Ultimately, peace is the cornerstone of a well-lived life, a sanctuary where you can thrive, create, and experience joy. By safeguarding your mental health and protecting your peace, you ensure that you remain the best version of yourself for yourself and for those who truly matter. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you create space for growth and positivity. It may feel difficult at first, especially when it involves people you care about, but the freedom that comes from releasing unhealthy relationships is priceless. You deserve to be surrounded by people who uplift and support you, not drain your energy or create unnecessary stress. As you continue to nurture your peace, remember that it's okay to embrace solitude when needed. Solitude is not loneliness, it's a chance to reconnect with yourself, your values, and what truly brings you joy. In those moments of stillness, you gain clarity and a deeper understanding of what matters most. In the end, peace becomes a guiding light, helping you navigate life's complexities with grace and intentionality. You deserve to live a life free from unnecessary burdens, where your energy is valued and your well-being prioritized. So, take a deep breath, set your boundaries, and move forward with confidence. Embrace the beauty of this season of life, knowing that you have the power to create a life filled with purpose, happiness, and peace. Letting go is not easy, but it is a necessary act of self-care. It allows you to release the weight of relationships that no longer serve your highest good. Peace doesn't come from controlling others or being in constant conflict, it comes from within, from the ability to honor your own boundaries and nurture relationships that align with your values. As you continue on this path, remember that choosing peace is a powerful statement of self-love. It means recognizing your worth and choosing to create space for what truly enriches your life. Whether that means deepening meaningful connections or embracing solitude, both can be equally fulfilling. In this journey, you'll find that your energy is a gift that deserves to be protected. With every step toward peace, you're cultivating a life where joy and contentment flow freely, no longer overshadowed by negativity or competition. Your golden years are meant to be a time of reflection, growth, and genuine connections. So, cherish the moments, celebrate the victories, and embrace the serenity that comes from living authentically and intentionally. Thank you for joining me on this journey toward peace and self-discovery. Your well-being and happiness are worth every effort you put into them. Letting go is not easy, but it is a necessary act of self-care. It allows you to release the weight of relationships that no longer serve your highest good. Peace doesn't come from controlling others or being in constant conflict, it comes from within, from the ability to honor your own boundaries and nurture relationships that align with your values. As you continue on this path, remember that choosing peace is a powerful statement of self-love. It means recognizing your worth and choosing to create space for what truly enriches your life. Whether that means deepening meaningful connections or embracing solitude, both can be equally fulfilling. In this journey, you'll find that your energy is a gift that deserves to be protected. With every step toward peace, you're cultivating a life where joy and contentment flow freely, no longer overshadowed by negativity or competition. Your golden years are meant to be a time of reflection, growth, and genuine connections. So, cherish the moments, celebrate the victories, and embrace the serenity that comes from living authentically and intentionally. Thank you for joining me on this journey toward peace and self-discovery. Your well-being and happiness are worth every effort you put into them.